We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Wednesday, March 15th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. You can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Watch it at djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Going to take a quick look now at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. And let's start with the Weather Underground forecast for today. Going to have clear skies with a high of just 47 degrees, a low of 26, and a 0% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook: Thursday, partly cloudy, high of 53, a low of 42, again, a 0% chance of rain. Friday, partly cloudy skies, high of 66, low of 55, and a 20% chance of rain. And Saturday, partly cloudy skies, high of 65, low of 38, 20% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Wednesday. Another effort to require the state's 8 public universities to fly the state flag was voted down Tuesday. The House defeated by voice vote an amendment by Representative William Shirley that would have required the universities to fly the banner in order to receive bond proceeds to finance long-term construction projects. Speaker Philip Gunn, who like Shirley is a Republican, said not enough members stood to demand a recorded vote on the amendment Tuesday. Now, this was the 5th time Shirley offered the amendment to a bill that provides money to the state's institutions of higher learning. None of the universities currently fly the flag, which includes the Confederate battle emblem in its design. Shirley could have 2 more opportunities today or Thursday to pass his amendment in the House, but at this point it appears to be a long shot. The Nettleton School District has a new superintendent. Brian Jernigan, who has spent the last 10 years as assistant superintendent for the Monroe County School District, will take over the position on July the 1st. He's replacing the retiring Michael Cates. Jernigan said he took the Nettleton job because, quote, everything just seemed to fit. But he admitted it will be a bittersweet move given the relationships he's developed in the Monroe County system over the past decade. Jernigan plans to visit the Nettleton School District before July to begin preparing for his new role, but he wants to remain focused on his duties in Monroe County until then. He said he knows several teachers and administrators in Nettleton schools, and he believes that will help make for a smooth transition. Prior to being hired in Monroe County, Jernigan was a principal in the Tupelo Public School District, and also he was a teacher in the Aberdeen School District. Well, it's spring break, but the weather has hardly been spring-like around here this week, but that hasn't kept some children out of the pool. The Tupelo Aquatic Center is offering swimming lessons this week as part of its Swim School program. Swimmers of all skill levels attend one 45-minute session each day for 4 days, Monday through Thursday. This is the 3rd year the Aquatic Center has offered swim school during spring break. Swimming instructor Barbara Aguirre said the Aquatic Center usually tries to offer lessons during school holidays so children can practice swimming when they normally wouldn't have time to. Sarah Cox brought her 2 children to swim school on Tuesday morning. She has to drive from Amory to Tupelo, but said the trip is worth it to give her kids something active to do during the break. And Tupelo resident Nancy Gray brought 3 5-year-old grandchildren to Tuesday's session. She's glad for her grandkids to have something to do, especially with the cold weather limiting available activities. And in sports, 2 days from now, the Mississippi State women's basketball team will open the NCAA tournament at home. The Bulldogs are a number 2 national seed, the highest in program history. They'll play 15 seed Troy at 1:30 p.m. Friday on ESPN2. The other game features number 7 DePaul versus number 10 Northern Iowa. Friday's winners meet Sunday again in Starkville, and if MSU can get through this weekend unscathed, it will advance to the Sweet 16 round in Oklahoma City. And that's how far MSU made it last year when it was eliminated by eventual national champion UConn. The Huskies are in a different bracket than the Bulldogs this time, so the earliest they could meet would be the Final Four. But back to Friday's game, MSU is familiar with Troy, against which it has an 11-2 record all time. The teams last met in December of 2012, with the Bulldogs winning 82-60 in Starkville. That's it for Newsbreak today. But speaking of NCAA basketball, be sure to check out our basketball bracket contest online for 3 chances to win the North Mississippi Sports Medicine March Fever. To play, just log on to djournal.com/March Fever. We do want to remind you to check out a couple of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal. The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment with myself and W. Derek Russell. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. Also, Prep Rally, a high school sports podcast with Gene Phelps, Blake Morgan, and myself. New episodes every Wednesday talking about high school sports here in Northeast Mississippi. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at preprally.djournal.com. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. We're on Twitter at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. That's it for Newsbreak on this Wednesday. I'm Brad Locke, and we'll see you next time.